Namaste everyone, I'm your co-host Shawnee ma'am. Welcome to your favorite learning channel. The topic for today's video is male reproductive system and sperm. So in our previous video, we had learned about the female reproductive system and ovum, which was the female gamete produced by the female reproductive system. Today we will be studying about the male reproductive system and talk about sperm, which is the male gamete produced by the male reproductive system. Okay. So first here in the diagram, that is the diagrammatic view of male reproductive system. Let's talk about this diagram first and then we will move on to the sectional view of the male pelvis. Okay. So first up, the first thing that is marked in our diagram is urinary bladder. This urinary bladder is actually part of the urinary system. So the urinary system usually includes kidneys, ureters, bladder, that is urinary bladder, and urethra. So let's just brief about this and then move to each of the part of the male reproductive system. Okay. So urinary bladder is a muscular sac in the pelvis and it is a temporary storage organ or reservoir for urine. Okay. Then ureter is also a part of the urinary system. So ureter is a muscular tube that transfers urine from the kidney to the bladder. Then there is seminal vesicle. This is the seminal vesicle. It is a paired male accessory gland and this seminal vesicle lies behind the urinary bladder. We can see that it is present behind the urinary bladder and they secrete fluid that partly composes the semen. Okay. Then there is prostate gland. This is the prostate gland, which is a male accessory gland that is located between the bladder and the penis in male, and it provides nourishment and protection to the sperms. Then these are the lobules. Okay. So each testis has about 250 compartments called the testicular lobules or just the lobules. Okay. Then these are the sperm producing tubes. So what are they? So each lobule, as we talked about lobules were present, that each testis had 250 compartments called testicular lobules. Now each lobule has 1 to 3 highly coiled sperm producing tubes called the seminiferous tubules in which the sperms are produced. So sperms are produced here. Then we can see this is the sperm. So what are sperms? Sperms are the male gametes produced by the testis. Okay. Then here we can see there is glands of penis. So what is it? It is actually the round head or tip of the penis. This is the tip of the penis or the rounded head of the penis is known as the glands of penis. Okay. Now we talked about the glands of penis. So what does it do? It is a male external. So this penis is actually the male external genitalia and it helps in transferring or releasing the urine, and in addition to it, it also helps in the transfer of semen from the male reproductive tract to the female reproductive tract during coitus. Okay. So now we know that glands of the penis is the tip of the penis and penis is the male external genitalia that helps in transferring of urine. It helps in passing the urine outside the body as well as it helps in transferring of sperms or semen from the male reproductive tract to the female reproductive tract during coitus. Okay. Now what is semen? So semen is actually a fluid that contains the sperm, and sperm, as we discussed, it is the male gamete. Okay. So semen is a fluid that contains sperm. So apart from sperm, the semen also contains citric acid, free amino acids, fructose, enzymes, etc. And all these things help in nourishing the sperm and making the movement of sperm easier. Okay. Then there is urethra. This is also part of urinary system. So what does urethra do? It is the duct that transmits urine from the bladder to the exterior of the body during urination. So it originates in the bladder and extends through the penis. Okay. Then we can see there is testis. Okay. So testes are the male reproductive glands, or we can call them gonads. they produce the male gametes, that is sperm, also the male sex hormone, that is the testosterone. Then there is epididymis. So epididymis is a male sex accessory duct that is present behind the testis. Okay, we can see it is present behind the testis. Okay, then here we can see there is bulb. So it is present above the scrotum and it contains the testicles. Okay, then there is ductus deferens. So ductus deferens is also commonly known as vas deferens. It is a male sex accessory gland and it transports sperm from epididymis to the urethra. Okay, then there is bulbourethral gland. So this bulbourethral gland is also known as Cowper's gland. It is a P-shaped gland. Here we can see it is a P-shaped gland present in males and it is located beneath the prostate gland at the beginning of the internal portion of the penis, that we can see here clearly. Okay. So this was about the diagrammatic view of male reproductive system. Let's see the sectional view of male pelvis. So it will also include similar organs or similar parts. Okay, so bladder, as we already discussed, it is the urinary bladder, which is the temporary storage organ or reservoir for urine. Then this is pubic bone. We have studied about pubic bone and skeletal system as well. Then here we can see vas deferens, which is similar to ductus deferens. So ductus deferens is also known as the vas deferens, right? So vas deferens, as we already discussed, that it transports sperms from epididymis to the urethra. Then this is urethra again. Okay, so urethra is a duct that transmits urine from bladder to the exterior of the body, right? Then here we can see testis. Okay, these are the testes. So testes are, or testicles or testes are the male reproductive organs. They produce sperms, that is the male's gamete, as well as the male sex hormone, that is testosterone. And this is the scrotum. So what is scrotum? Scrotum is actually a sac like organ. We can see it is a sac like organ. Okay, and this sac like organ houses the testes. Now the testes are usually present outside the abdominal cavity within this sac like or pouch like structure, that is scrotum, because this scrotum helps in maintaining a lower temperature which is required for the production of sperms. Okay, again here we can see this is epididymis. Okay, epididymis, we already discussed that it is male sex accessory duct that is present behind the testis, right? Then again here we can see there is prostate. We already have discussed about prostate, that it is an accessory gland in males that is located between the bladder and penis in male, and it provides nourishment and protection to sperms. And here we can see anus, and here there is rectum. So rectum is a part of large intestine where the undigested food is stored for a temporary period of time, and this undigested food comes out of the body through the opening called anus. Then here we can see there are seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicle is a paired male accessory gland lying behind the urinary bladder, and they secrete fluid that partly composes the semen. Okay, so now the male reproductive system is clear to us. Okay, so now let's discuss about sperms in detail. Okay, so sperms, as we know, what are sperms? They are the male gametes, right? Male gametes that are produced by the testis. Okay, so now sperm has three parts. The sperm, it has three major parts, and let's see what are these three parts. Okay, so first is the head, that is the head of the sperm. So this head, it possesses nucleus, it possesses nucleus. Okay, and it also contains a structure, and this structure is called the acrosome. Okay, so this acrosome contains hydrolytic enzymes. This acrosome contains hydrolytic enzymes like acrosin, hyaluronidase. Okay, so these enzymes help in penetrating the female gamete. Okay, then let's talk about the next part, that is the middle piece of the sperm. So this middle piece contains numerous mitochondria. So as it contains numerous mitochondria, it helps in energy. It provides energy for the movement of sperm. So it has numerous mitochondria which produces what? It produces energy for the movement of the sperm tail. And because of it, what happens is this thereby facilitates sperm movement inside the female reproductive tract, which is very much essential for the process of fertilization to take place. Okay, then the third part is the tail, that is the tail of the sperm. So this tail helps in sperm movement. It helps in the movement of the sperm where inside the female reproductive tract. Okay, so this is the function of the tail of the sperm. Now let's quickly revise everything that we have covered today. So today we have discussed about the male reproductive system in detail and have also looked at sperm, which is the male gamete. So urinary bladder is the first part that is marked here. Urinary bladder, urethra, these are the parts of urinary system. So we have briefed about them as well. So urinary bladder is a temporary storage reservoir for urine. Then there is ureter, which is a muscular tube that transfers urine from kidney to the bladder. Then there are seminal vesicles. It is a paired male accessory gland that lies behind the urinary bladder, we can see here, and they secrete fluid that partly composes the semen. Then there is prostate gland. So these are also accessory gland present in males and are located between the bladder and the penis in male, and it provides nourishment and protection to sperms. Then there are lobules. So each testis has about 250 compartments called lobules or testicular lobules. Then these sperm producing tubes, what are these? So each lobule again has 1 to 3 highly coiled sperm producing tubes called seminiferous tubules, in which sperms are produced. Then here we can see sperm. So sperm is the male gamete produced by the testis. Then we discussed about glands of penis. So glands of penis is the round headed or the tip of the penis. And what is penis? Penis is the male external genitalia. It helps in transferring and releasing urine, and it also helps in transferring semen from the male reproductive tract to the female reproductive tract during the coitus. Now what is semen? So semen is actually a fluid that mainly contains sperm, and apart from sperm it also contains citric acid, free amino acids, fructose, enzymes, etc. And all these things help in nourishing the sperm and making the movement of sperm easier. Then here we can see there is urethra. Urethra is actually the duct that transmits urine from the bladder to the exterior of the body during urination. So it originates from the bladder and extends through the penis. Okay. Then there is testis. So testis is the male reproductive organ. It produces sperm, that is the male gamete. Also, the male sex hormones, that is testosterone, are also produced by testes. Then there is epididymis, which is the male sex accessory duct that is present behind the testes, that we can see here. Then this bulb is present above the scrotum containing the testicles. Then ductus deferens is also known as vas deferens, which is the male sex accessory gland, and it transports sperms from epididymis to the urethra. Then there is bulbourethral gland. So this is also known as Cowper's gland, which is P-shaped gland we can see here, that is present in males, and it is located beneath the prostate gland. Here is the prostate gland, and it is present beneath the prostate gland at the beginning of the internal portion of the penis. We can see here. Then we also discuss the sectional view of male pelvis. So here again there is bladder, pubic bone, vas deferens, urethra, testicles. All of these we have already discussed in this diagram as well. And then there is scrotum. So scrotum is like a sac-like organ that houses testes. So testes are basically present outside the abdominal cavity within this scrotum, as it maintains lower temperature that is required for the production of sperms. Again there is epididymis, prostate. Okay, all of these we have discussed already. Anus is the opening through which the undigested materials of food are released outside the body. Rectum is a part of large intestine that stores, for a temporary period of time, it stores the undigested food. Okay, then again there are seminal vesicles, which we have discussed. Then we discussed about sperm in detail. So sperms are the male gametes that are produced by the testes, and sperms have three parts majorly. So one is the head, then there is middle piece, and the third is the tail part. So this head of the sperm possesses nucleus and contains a structure called acrosome. This acrosome contains hydrolytic enzymes like acrosin and hyaluronidase that helps in penetrating the female gamete. Then middle piece contains numerous mitochondria. So this mitochondria helps in producing energy that further helps in the movement of the sperm tail, and it thereby facilitates the movement of sperm inside the female reproductive tract, which is very essential for fertilization to take place. Then the third part is the tail of the sperm. So this tail helps the sperm in its movement inside the female reproductive tract. Okay, so these are the different parts of the sperm. So I hope you all would have got some great insights by watching today's video. Please do not forget to like and share the video. Till then, thank you for watching.